Hello students, welcome to Nagesh Karajgi Orchid School channel. Myself Priya teacher, and today I am going to teach you science subject for class 7. Children, we started lesson number 7 and we discussed about weather, climate and also what is the effect of sun on earth's climate. So today we are going to discuss our next point of this lesson, which is the adaptation of animals to the climate. So let us start our lesson number 7, weather, climate and adaptations of animals to the climate, and we will discuss our this next point, which is a climate and adaptation of animals. So climate has a profound effect on all living organisms. So as I told you in our last session, today also you have to observe these slides carefully and also you have to listen carefully, because today also I am going to teach you little bit faster. Okay, so you have to listen carefully and read also carefully. So climate has a profound effect on all living organisms. Adaptation can be defined as the modification of all living organism on its parts in order to make it more fit or survival under changed environmental conditions. So what is mean by adaptation? So adaptation, it is defined as the modification. So whatever modification is there in between these living organisms of its parts. Okay, so any part, any organ of this living organism is going to modify. So why it is going to modify? Because they have to survive in this condition. So in which condition? So whatever changes environmental conditions, so these living organisms should have to survive in this changed environmental condition, and that is why what happens there. So to survive in this changed environmental condition, what happens? So organs or some parts of these living organisms are going to modify. Okay, so that is called as a adaptation. So examples are given here. Suppose, what is the example? We can say that the adjustment shown in the structure, physiology, behavior, etc. of an organism to change environmental conditions is referred to as adaptation. Okay, so what it is given? So structure, so change in structure also it is a adaptation. Then physiology, it is also called as a adaptation. It means modification of structure, okay, modification of physiology, and there is a change in behavior, it is also included. So change in behavior towards the environmental change, it is called as a adaptation. So of an organism to the changed environmental conditions, it is called as a adaptation. So we know when there is a apes, so they are they were the first human beings, we say. Okay, so whenever there is a monkeys, they are using their 4 legs to walk on the earth, but when there is a change in their structure because of some atmospheric change or in the change in environment, what happens in change in environment? So trees are not there, so they have to move from their places and they have to continuously walk for a long time, and because of that, and why they are walking? Because why they are moving from their places? In search of food. Okay, so in search of food, when they were walking for a long time, at that time it was not possible to use 4 legs or 4 arms to move from one place to another. So that is the change in environment also. There was change in environment, and what happens with these monkeys? They modified their structure. So structure of body they modified. So they not modified, but naturally there was a modification of their body structure and they started to walk on their 2 legs. So this is the example of adaptation. Okay, so physiology is also there. So in physiology what happens? Suppose there are some bacteria. So some bacteria were there, so they are harmful to us. So what happens with this bacteria? So our body used after some time. What happens? So our body get used to these types of bacteria, and we can survive in this condition also, okay, wherever there is a bacteria. So nowadays we are listening about this coronavirus. So coronavirus is also very harmful, or it is going to be more harmful in coming days. But what happens now? So we got used to this condition, okay. So we are used to with this coronavirus nowadays, okay. So though there is a coronavirus threat is there, then also we prepared our mind and we prepared our body to fight with this coronavirus. It means there is a modification in our mind, in our thinking, and in our body structure, in our physiology, okay. So that is also called as a adaptation. Then behavior. So whatever behavior is there, so early days what happens, that so many animals are there, carnivorous animals were there, and what they do, what they did there, so they were very habitual to eat animals, okay. But after some time what happens, so there were a change in their behavior, and whenever there is a modification, or we can say there was a change in their mind system or brain system, what happened there? So their behavior is also changed to not to be a carnivorous animals, okay. So this is also example of adaptation. Then animals living in a very cold climate and very hot climate should have special features to protect them from the heat and cold. So whatever animals are living there in a cold climate and hot climate, what happens with them? So they suppose some living organisms from hot region, or we can say we are living in a Solapur. So here in this region hot climate is there, and if suppose we plan to go to the Himalaya, then what will happen? We can't survive there, or we will feel very hard to survive there or to live there for 8 days or 10 days. So it will very difficult to us, but we can see people who are living there, they are not wearing sweaters, they are not in shawls, but also they can survive there and they can easily live there. So why? Because their body has been modified themselves to live in this cold situation. And suppose these cold situation people will come to Solapur, so we are having habits to live, or we can live in a 43 degree, 41 degree Celsius, okay. So we can survive here, but suppose the people from cold region will come here in summer season, so they will not survive, or it will be very difficult to them to live here very easily, okay. So this is we also adapted ourselves, or our body also modified to used to this hot situation, okay. So this is called as a adaptation. So next point, adaptation is of two types. So which two types of adaptations are there? So first it is a behavioral adaptation, and second one it is a structural adaptation. So these are the two types of adaptation, behavioral and structural. So adaptation usually occur over a long period of a time. So behavioral adaptation, moving of animals in large group, is called behavioral adaptation. So it helps to protect the group member from predators, example bird calls and migration. So first type, behavioral adaptation. So moving of animals in large group is called as a behavioral adaptation. So why this is a behavioral adaptation? Because whenever there is a single animal, so carnivorous animals can capture these animals very easily. But when there is a group of animal, so if suppose there is a lion, tiger or any carnivorous animal is there, it cannot be captured, or they cannot be attacked on this group, okay. So that is why this is a moving of animal, this is an example of behavioral adaptation. So it helps to protect the group member from the predators. So they can protect themselves from these predators. So this is the example of behavioral adaptation. So example, birds bird calls and migration. Then second one, structural adaptation. The change in body structure of animal is called structural adaptation. So body structure, change in body structure, it is called as a structural adaptation. So it helps to protect it against the cold weather. So example, the bill on a bird and the fur on a polar bear. So these are the examples of structural adaptation. So we can see a fur is there on a polar bear, which is helping these polar bears to protect themselves from the coldness. Okay, so where they are living in cold region. So in our Solapur or Maharashtra, we can't see the animals which are having fur. Why? Because in this Maharashtra, hot region is there, hot climate is there, and that is why no need of hair or no need of fur to the animals also, any animal. So though it is a human beings or any other animal. So we will see, the polar regions. So polar region is a very cold region. Only snow you can see for hundreds of kilometers. Okay, so this is called as a polar region. The polar regions are very cold for most parts of the year, and these regions are covered with the snow. So these regions are very cold and these regions are covered with the snow. The temperatures are as low as 37 degree. Then for 6 months the sun does not rise. So in polar region what happens? Temperature is low, minus 37 degree. Okay, so the temperatures are as low. So how much it is? As minus 37 degree Celsius. And for 6 months sun does not rises, and for the other 6 months sun does not set. So 6 months continuously days are there and 6 months continuously night is there. So that is why that region is different from any other region on earth. Okay, so temperature is also very low, and that day period and night period is also for a long time is there, for 6 months. Some of the animals found the polar regions are polar bear. Here you can see this is a polar bear in first picture. Penguins, these are the penguins. Musk oxen, this is a musk oxen. Then reindeers, here you can see the reindeers. Foxes, this is the foxes. Whales, then Siberian, crane, and many types of fishes are also there on the polar region. Polar bear is a carnivorous bear whose native range lies largely within the Arctic Circle. So we know that the Arctic Circle is there. So on this region, polar region, you can see the polar bears. This is a polar bear. How beautiful fur is there on this polar bear. Okay. Then second one, adaptations of polar bear. So how they adapt that condition, or how they adapted, how their body is going to adapt this type of condition, cold situation, and this day and time, long period of day and time, night. So they have white fur, so that they are not easily visible in the snow. So how they can survive themselves from the predators? So they are having white colored fur. Okay, so because of that white color, snow is there, we know. So only snow is there, snow region is there on this polar region. So because of that they can survive. So when they will sit on this snow region, what will happen? That their color and this snow, it will match with each other, and predators cannot identify these polar bears easily. Okay, so that is why this is the snow and helps in catching their prey. And also from predators they can survive, and also they can whenever they want to attack their prey, then also they can hide themselves in this snow and they can capture them or catch them very easily. So they have 2 layers of fur to protect them extreme cold, and also they are having 2 layers of this fur which will protect them from the cold. They have a layer of fat under the skin. So these polar bears are having fat under the skin which also protect them from the cold. So fat makes our body to maintain our body warm. Okay, so that is why though they are having 2 layers of fur, then also under that layer they are having they are having fat. Okay, so because of that also they can survive from the cold. So their paws are wide and large. So here you can see their paws, they are wide and large, which help them to walk on the snow and to swim in the water. So because of that paws which are wide and large, because of that they can easily walk on the snow and also easily walk whenever there is a water. They have a strong sense of smell which helps them to catch their prey. So they are having strong sense, because of that they come to know that where there is a prey and they can catch them. Then penguins. Penguins are aquatic flightless birds living almost exclusively in the southern hemisphere, especially in Antarctica. So in Antarctica you can see these types of penguins. Then adaptations of these penguins. They have white colored body so that they are not easily visible in the snow. Also these penguins are having white colored body, so they can easily hide themselves. They have thick skin and a lot of fat to protect, like polar bears, they are also having a thick skin, and also they are not having fur, but the skin which whatever they are having, that is a thick in size, and also a lot of fat to protect them from the cold, and also under that skin the lot of fat is there which is surviving them from the cold. They huddle together to keep them warm, and also they are also living very close to each other, that is called as they huddle together to keep them warm. They have the streamlined body and webbed feet which help them to swim in water. Then heavy and solid bones makes penguins heavier to help them to dive underwater for the food. So this type of structure, which type of structure? Streamlined body, then webbed feet, and also heavy and solid bones. So these structures of penguins are helping them to swim in water and also to dive in underwater for the food. Then this you can see the reindeers. So reindeers are also having a different structure, and also they can survive in this polar region or in a snow region. Okay, in snow region also they can walk very easily because of their leg structure is different. Here you can see fox. Fox is also having a wide paws, and because of that they can easily walk. And also these animals, reindeers and foxes, they are also having fur and also a fat under their skin and under their fur. So some seals are there. You can see seals are there. See, some seals are white in color. Also they are having a streamlined body and also a thick layer of a skin and fat. So these structures are similar to the penguins. Okay, so whales and these seals are having structure similar to the penguins, little bit similar to the penguins. Whenever there is a cold region, they are having a thick skin and fat. Musk oxen, you can see this animal is a musk oxen. So this is also having fur. Okay, their paws are wide, so they can walk easily and they can keep themselves safe from the cold. Then polar birds. So the polar birds are Siberian crane, Arctic tern. So these are polar birds. First one Siberian crane and Arctic tern. So the seasonal movement of the complete population of animal from one area to another is termed as a migration. So whenever there is a seasonal movement, so suppose for 6 months they are living on polar region, but after 6 months they are going to move from their place to the another place, they are going to change their place. So this is called as the seasonal movement of the complete population of animal. So whatever population of these animals, so whatever animals are there, so they all are going to move from one place to another. So here it is example is given of the polar birds. So Siberian crane and Arctic tern. So these birds are going to move from their place. So that is called as a migration. So the birds in polar regions cannot tolerate extreme cold winter, therefore they migrate. So whenever there is a winter season in polar region, what happens? So the birds which are living Siberian crane and Arctic tern, they found in a polar region, but in winter season they cannot tolerate, or they cannot survive, or they cannot live. It is difficult to live there in winter season. That is why they are going to move from polar region to the another region which is a warm and hot. So that is called as a migration of these polar birds, and these birds are going to migrate from polar region to the any other warm places. Then adaptations of Siberian crane. So the Siberian crane must keep its body warm to survive in winter. So during winter it migrates to far away warmer places. Siberian cranes come to the places in India. So where they come? So many Siberian birds who are living there in a polar region, they are going to come to the India, like Bharatpur in Rajasthan and Sultanpur in Haryana. So these regions are hot, we know. So that is why these birds in winter season are going to come to the India in Rajasthan and in Haryana to escape from the extreme winter Siberian. The tropical rainforest. So the tropical regions have a lot. So we learned about polar region. Now we will discuss about the tropical rainforest. Second one, it is the tropical rainforest. The tropical region have a hot climate. So what is the situation of climate here? So it is a hot climate because of its locations around the equator. So these regions are near to the or around to the equator. That is why the climate of this region, it is a hot. So this is called as a tropical rainforest, or this region is called as a tropical rainforest. The minimum temperature is more than the 15 degrees Celsius. So minimum temperature what it is? 15 degrees Celsius during the cold winter, and the maximum temperature in more than 40 degrees Celsius during summer. So in cold or in winter season, temperature is more than 15 degrees Celsius, and in a summer season it is a 40 degrees Celsius, more than 40 degrees Celsius. The days and nights are almost equal length. So days and nights are equal length. These regions also have plenty of rainfall. The tropical regions in India are Western Ghats and Assam. In the world, the tropical regions are Southeast Asia, Central America and Central Africa. So Central America, Central Africa, then Southeast Asia and India. These are the countries which come into this tropical rainforest. The common animals found in tropical climate are monkeys. So monkeys, apes, gorillas, lions, tigers, elephants, leopards, then snakes, lizards, insects, birds. Okay, all these animals are there in a tropical regions. They found in tropical regions. So let us know how they adapted themselves to this condition. So what is the condition here, and what is the difference between polar region and rainforest? In polar region you can see very cold temperature is or climate is there. Cold climate it means minus 37 degree Celsius, and here you can in rainforest you can see that minimum temperature it is a 15 degree Celsius. It means it is not too cold. Then it is also in a winter season. In summer it will be 35, 36, 26, above 26, 27. Okay, and then also here rainfall is more. You can found here trees and more animals. And in these polar regions only some animals you can see, they can survive there, and these animals are having fur, okay, and fat. And for 6 months there is a night and day in polar region. Here you can see a equal. So every 24 hours there is a day, and after every 24 hours there is a night. So arboreal animals, many animals in tropical rainforest are adapted to live in a trees. So these are called arboreal. So those animals which are living on trees, these are called as the arboreal animals. So for example, monkeys and red-eyed frog. So adaptation of red-eyed frog. So here you can see a red-eyed frog which found in a tropical region. Red-eyed frog lives on trees. So usually you saw that frogs we can found in a pond. okay, but this type of a frog we can found on trees. So this is the difference in between these frogs, sorry. So the red-eyed tree frog has sticky pads on its feet. So whatever feet are there, they are having a sticky pads. Because of that, they can easily hold the branch of tree, which helps to climb on the tree. They can hold the branch of tree and they can easily climb on the trees. Okay. So this type of structure of frogs, it is modified. Why it is modified? Because whenever there is a high rain or more rain, these, suppose because of water, they will flow with that water, but what happened here? So structure of their body, it is modified, and structure of their legs, it is modified, and they can hold the branches of trees and they can climb on the trees whenever there is a heavy rainfall. So this is the adaptation of red-eyed frogs. Then second one, adaptation of monkeys. So monkeys live on trees, they have long tails. So these monkeys are also saving themselves or surviving from the rainfall. Okay. So they can also climb on trees because of or with the help of their tail. So their hands and feet also help them to hold on the branches. So they are having hands and legs, and they are having fingers. These fingers can easily hold the branches of trees and they can climb on the tree. So this type of structure, it is modified in their bodies. The adaptation of lion-tailed macaque. So this type of animal also, it is a type of also a monkey which is having a beard. So these are also climbing on trees to survive from this type of situation. Then adaptations of toucans. So these are the birds. They are brightly colored birds with long, large and colorful beaks. So they can primarily frugivorous, this type of called as a frugivorous animals. So they can they are having long, large beak which help them to reach the fruits on branches. So this is adaptation. So adaptation of cat and leopards. So the big cat and leopard, their sharp teeth are like a scissors to tear the flesh, and this is the modification of their body structure. So they hunt at night because they have a larger field of vision. So at night also they can hunt because they are having a large vision developed or modified in themselves. So adaptations of lions and tigers. Lions and tigers have thick brown skin which helps them to hide easily in the forests. So they have sensitive hearing. Okay. So they can hear though there is a more distance or long distance of prey. So sharp eye also they can sight. Their vision is also very modified, and because of that they can easily catch their prey. So the elephant. So the elephant has adapted to the conditions of the tropical rainforest in remarkable way. How they? So the elephant has a long trunk which it uses as nose and for picking up food. So they are having a long nose. So this structure, it is nothing but their nose. Okay. So this is modified structure, and this is called as a long trunk which is helping them to pick up food. Then second one, it is they are having modified teeth which tear barks of the trees to eat. So because of the modified teeth, they can tear barks of the teeth, and its large ears help to hear the even of soft sounds. So they are having large ears. So because of these large ears, they can even hear soft sounds. It also helps to cool listen itself in hot climate, and it also uses its trunk to pull down fruits and leaves from the trees to eat. So okay student, so these are the animals which modified their structure, body structure and physiology to adapt themselves in this type of region. Whenever there is a too cold region or whenever there is a too hot region, so in this region they can survive. For this purpose they adapted themselves, their body naturally adapted themselves. Okay. So this is our lesson number 7. We completed lesson number 7. Hope all you understood. If suppose you not understood any point or anything, then you can ask me in our doubt session. Okay. So for that you have to first read this lesson carefully, then only you can ask me. Okay, we will stop here. Thank you.